Yo, YouTube, Rocket Man checking in. I'm sure you saw the thumbnail, you saw the YouTube video title. It's about my most cursed experience of all time. I promise I'll get into that in just a second, but I did want to take a quick second to give you a special thank you and shout out to all of you who have watched any of my videos, including this one, who have shared my videos, liked, commented, subscribed, all of that stuff. For those of you who don't know, this is my 100th video on this channel, a big milestone, and I'm really grateful for everyone who's joined me for the journey to this point, and I'm really excited to continue to push forward with some great video ideas I have, and I hope you'll join me for the ride. But I just wanted to say thank you again, and with that being said, let's jump into the video. So this is a series I'm wanting to start on the channel. I'm going to call it probably something along the lines of like Rocket Man Recalls or something like that. It's just going to be where I sit down and share some stories from my childhood up to present day, stuff that's stuck with me for reasons of being funny or being creepy in this case, or just stuff that's stuck with me. And I hope you'll enjoy it. This first one is going to be about my most cursed experience of all time. Now, I'm sure most of you could probably relate to a situation like this where you've had a similar experience in your past, where you're on a road trip, you're on a family vacation or something along those lines, and you're driving along the highway, you realize you need to pull off to get gas or stop to use the bathroom, get something to eat or something like that. So you pull off the highway and you just get this overwhelming feeling of uneasiness about the area you find yourself in. It could be like the quality of the gas station, the people walking around, you can get an uneasy feeling from them. You probably know what I mean when I say that. So that's exactly the sort of feeling I had in this memory that I'm going to share with you. I do want to give you just a tiny bit of context to help paint a full picture of this situation. I and my family live in North Carolina, and I have an aunt and uncle that live in Indiana, and early June 2023, me and my sister decided to take a weekend trip to go visit them. So we decided to make the trip at night for two main reasons. One, because we would be able to avoid most if not all of the traffic going up, and that's a long drive. And then two, because of my limited availability with my work schedule, I only had a weekend off to be able to make the trip happen, and I wanted to maximize as much time as possible spent with our family, so we decided to drive at night and get there as early as possible. So we went, picked up our rental car, which, side note, we had chosen the economy option, the smallest available option. They gave us a pickup truck. They gave us a big Ram truck, so we had to spend way more in gas, but that's besides the point. So I and my sister, after making sure we had all of our luggage, making sure we had everything we needed, left our parents' place at around 7 o'clock, and we took off heading for Indiana. Now, I'm used to staying awake all night as I worked night shift at my main job, so I had no issue with driving most of the way there, including the part of the trip where this cursed experience happened. So I'm driving, we go through eastern Tennessee, through the Knoxville area, up through Kentucky, we go around the outskirts of Cincinnati, and that takes us to Dayton, Ohio. So we're on I-75 approaching downtown Dayton, and you know how on the highway the exit signs will show which gas stations are on each exit. Well, we're running a little bit low on gas, and there's a marathon on the exit coming up. I think it's ironically called Main Street was the exit we ended up taking. So we pull off the highway and we take a left. The sign says the marathon is on our left, so we take a left turn and we start heading towards the gas station. And this is where our first sense of uneasiness that I referenced earlier starts to set in, because at this point it's 3:30 in the morning, and with the amount of people walking around on the sidewalks and on the sides of the road, you would think it's 3:30 in the afternoon. It was a little unsettling. And my sister starts to point out as much, but I am laser focused on the fact that we're running low on gas and we need to find this marathon gas station. So we're driving down the road for about another 4 or 5 minutes, increasingly feeling unsafe in the area, and we get to the marathon, and it is completely closed, boarded up, and run down. It is not an option. My sister pleads with me to turn around, cut our losses, get back to the highway, and take a different exit, but I'm trying to convince her that we are almost out of gas, we need to find a gas station. I need to keep going on this road until I find a gas station. So we drive down the road for a couple more minutes, and at this point, despite how laser focused I am on finding a gas station, even I'm starting to feel a little nervous about the area we found ourselves in, so we eventually turned around and made it back to the highway. So frustrated with the whole situation, I decided to get on the highway, go in the opposite direction to backtrack to some of the exits we had passed before. So we would eventually reach the gas station, we would get the truck filled up with gas, but we were both needing to use the bathroom, and this gas station's inside was closed. It's pretty annoying, but there is another gas station down the road, so we decided to go try out the second gas station to see if we could use their bathroom. So we pull into the parking lot of the second gas station, and as we're pulling in, there's a guy that walks out of the inside of the gas station with a full-size bike, and there's a group of people like 2-3 spots away from us waiting on him. They all have like bikes and scooters and stuff. They honestly all look like they were on meth, which only added to the feeling of uneasiness we were already experiencing. But as evidenced by this dude walking out with his bike, the inside of the gas station was open, and so we walked inside to try and use their bathrooms. Their bathrooms were locked. So at this point, we've spent about 20 minutes in the outskirts of Dayton, Ohio, just trying to find a gas station that we can get some gas and use the bathroom. We didn't think it was asking for too much, and the frustration was really starting to set in. But there's a third gas station. Surely this one has to have bathrooms open to the public, right? No, this one's inside was already closed for the night, and this one was a little bit further out of the way than the others, so we had to drive a few minutes extra to get to this one, and at this point, our anger had turned into hysteria and just laughter because of how absurd the situation was. We would eventually decide to give up on using the gas station bathroom, and we would just pull into a Waffle House in the area and use their bathroom, which, side note, I actually was surprised that Waffle Houses were that far north. They're everywhere here in North Carolina, but I did not realize they went up as far as Ohio. So we walked in, used the bathroom, and I ended up buying a fruit punch to go because I would have felt really bad just walking in using their bathroom without buying anything. And the lady at the register gave me a bit of a strange look when she was ringing me out, but I explained the situation to her, explained that we had been in the outskirts of Dayton for close to 30 minutes at this point just trying to find a place to use the bathroom, and she laughed and wished us well for the rest of the trip, which was nice of her. So with a full tank of gas and having finally been able to use the bathroom, we were finally on our way again. But Dayton had one more swift kick in the pants for me as a sort of going away gift. And it's a gift that to this day my sister will still tell you that she did not see, but I swear I saw it. So I'm turning left to get onto the on-ramp for the highway, and in my peripheral I see some sort of light-colored object dart towards my left front tire. And I jerked the steering wheel instinctively to avoid whatever it was. Now again, my sister said she didn't see anything, but I swear I saw something move. Whether it was an animal or a piece of trash, something moved towards the tire. But having avoided whatever that was, we did manage to get onto the highway safely. We did make it to my aunt's house safely with no incidents or any sort of trouble the rest of the way. But Dayton, Ohio, you are a cursed piece of land. And Ohio as a whole, you are definitely cursed and you deserve every bit of raising that you get online. So that is my story of my most cursed experience of my entire life. Hope you got a good laugh out of that. Let me know in the comments if you have any similar experiences from road trips or family vacations or something like that. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff if you'd like to. Go follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/rocketman0127. Links to all of those will be in the description. And again, thank you for watching.